All right, we're at Kinetic Touch Medical. This is Massage Tony, former SCI lead for a major company internationally known. There is a device out there, a certain FES ergometry cycle that costs upwards of 20 grand to have that muscle exercises your muscles. The problem is research shows it has no efficacy in returning gait, but it does have efficacy in hypertrophy in muscles in the spinal injured. Well, guess what I have here? A $350 device with 10 channels that does the same damn thing. And the best thing about it is it's DC current, which means your brain can see the muscle group when it's being contracted. DC current is how our brain recruits our muscle fibers. DC current is how the brain creates movement in our bodies first before alternating current, which is what that other FES bike for over 20 grand is costing. So if you have a spinal cord injury and you're living with no stimulation, no exercise to your muscles, guess what you can get? One of these devices right here from Shenzen China. And it will exercise your legs and warm the muscles. As you can see, it is jumping her. She is getting aerobic exercise to her quadricep group, something that none of the other FES devices and none of the other eStim devices provide because they are not direct current. That means this is Farady current. This is Dr. Farady. He's a mathematician and physicist who contributed strongly to the math community and the physics community. So this is how her brain will eventually come to see her muscles because we need to keep them healthy. Hello, for walking. So I looked at a physical therapist walking a client today on his video, very successful physical therapist nonetheless, but the person he was walking, her legs were thin and atrophied, and she was loaded more through her canes than she was in her actual legs, and she was leaning forward in such a forward slant that she wasn't even initiating hip flexion and drawing her leg forward. She was just hiking the hips and swinging the leg forward. I'm not knocking the fact that she's up gait training with 2 canes because that, trust me, is a big damn feat. But if we're going to get particular about how we go about achieving muscle health in those living with spinal injury to keep that tissue healthy, pliable, this young woman here, she will not develop drop foot as long as she comes around me. Why? Because I will keep her calf muscles nice and supple, and ankle will be able to go through full range of motion without ever locking up to keep her tibialis anterior from ever contracting to lift her toes when she goes to take steps. The next phase, what I'm going to do next is actually add these pads. I'm going to take another set of channels and put them on her tibialis anterior to get those exercised as well.